What an honor to be here. My name is Maureen Folan. I am the Queen of Queens. I run a small team. I'm a broker owner, and this year we're on track to sell over $250 million in real estate. Some of you may remember me from 2019 Summit when I won Tom's Best Branding Video Contest. Well, in case you're wondering, I still can't play tennis. I still can't bake to save my life, just ask my kids. I still don't know the difference between a C and a D chord. And I still don't know how to make fancy swans out of napkins. However, in that time, I've become really good at hosting seller seminars. Since I started doing them in January of this year, over the last 8 months, I've taken 15 new listings and closed over $18 million in sales, just from this one lead source. And not to mention the 250 sellers that I now have in my pipeline. So today, I want to share with you the why, the what, and the how to host the best seller seminars that your marketplace has ever seen. Picture it. It's the first quarter of 2022, and like many of you, my business is booming. The come listing calls are rolling in, multiple offer situations, listings, pending contracts, closings are abundant. I mean, life is good. Just ask my buddy Lou Sabreo, who went to Europe 3 times that year and bought more designer handbags than I had fingers to count on.
That's Lou's.
That's true. And then it happened. Fourth quarter rolled around, interest rates peaked to 7%, and my business came to a screeching halt. I mean, the phones just stopped ringing. But yet my expenses kept going. I was still geo-farming to the same neighborhoods. Payroll was due every 2 weeks. I was still paying for internet leads. I was still paying for an office in one of the most expensive rental markets in the country. I started to get scared. I started to get really nervous. After a few weeks of ugly crying to my wonderful coach, Marie Gomer, P.S. thank you for all those tissues, hugs, and accountability, I decided it was time for me to stand up and do something about it. I decided that I was going to do seller seminars. Now, I didn't come up with the idea of seller seminars. It was my good friend Jay D'Alessandro from Northern Virginia. He had been hosting these seller seminars long before me. And in fact, I thought he should be the one presenting on stage today. However, I think Tom's team felt that I had nicer legs, so they asked me instead. Today, I want to give a thank you to my buddy Jay for helping me get started with the process. I've been coaching with Tom Ferry since 2015, and in that time, I've had the good fortune to mastermind and network with some of the brightest minds in real estate. Imagine having friends in different markets around the country that you can call up and say, hey, I'm struggling with my business, what would you do? Or hey, I want to start this, can you send me your blueprint? These people are only happy to share with you and wish you the best of success. And today, I'm here to pay it forward to all of you. Know your why. For me, with all the uncertainty in the marketplace, I wanted to educate the people in my community. I wanted to share with them the real data of what was happening in the Queens real estate market. There was a lot of toxic, misleading information that was stopping people from moving forward with their lives and making good decisions. So I felt, as the #1 agent in my marketplace, it was my duty to really share the real data of what was happening so people could feel empowered to make the right decisions for them and their family. Plus, I wanted to get more listings. But what I got as a result of all of this is I got to meet some wonderful people in the process and help them sell their homes. At the end of the day, we are in the service industry, and there's nothing greater than helping your clients reach their goals. Hi,
My name is Nancy Harris.
My name is Bob Hickey.
I'm Dorothy Hickey. Jean and Jim Moisen.
My experience in working with Maureen began when I received a postcard from her office advertising a home sellers seminar. I was at a point in my life that I was ready to sell my house, and I didn't really know how to start.
We didn't think we were going to be selling the house this year. We went to the seminar, and we were very impressed with the seminar, and we asked Maureen to come over to our house, and we started talking, and we looked at each other, and we said, why not? This is the time, I guess, to sell the house. We're not getting any younger, and everything moved so quickly.
We really weren't thinking of selling right now. We were thinking a year or two, but we said, well, we'll go and we'll find out, because this way if we have something to do to the house to get ready, we could do it. And it turned out they said, no, you don't have to do anything. So that we didn't think the market was that good right now either for selling, but that proved wrong too. The Maureen said, put it out there and we'll see what happens. So we said, okay, and it sold right away.
It literally got my little feet moving on what to do next. I've been living in this house since 1999, and I made my life here with my husband, so I had a very emotional connection to the house. To have a group of people who understood and could give me confidence in this meant everything to me.
Our seminars are really a very good resource, practical information on how to sell a house.
Spectacular.
Very informative.
So friendly every step of the way, very non-threatening.
Enlightening, practical.
And to alleviate your fear.
So guys, this is proof that it actually works. So as we know in real estate, every market is different. I'm in Queens, New York. My client avatar are working professionals and older people looking to downsize and move to a warmer climate. So I hold my seller seminars in my office on Saturday mornings. I have a good friend who works in California. She's in a higher end market, and her average price point is $2.5 million. So she hosts her seller seminars in a posh restaurant and offers wine and cheese. So it's important to know your market and know who you're targeting. So you're probably wondering, how do you get people to attend? Feed them. Everybody loves food. So like I said, I host my seller seminars in my office on a Saturday morning between 10 and 12. So when people arrive, there's coffee and donuts. And then about 15 minutes before they leave, I have lunch delivered from a local Italian deli. So they stick around, they engage, they have conversations, they ask questions, and it's a good opportunity for me to find out why they are at the seller seminar, what their plans are. So the next few slides, I want you all to take your phone out, and I want you to take a picture of my marketing step by step. This is the blueprint to get your marketing going for seller seminars. I'm not going to go through every single one of them because of time constraints, but I want you to have it. The next slide here, I also want you to take a picture. This is our marketing material. Don't worry, Tom will give you the slides. The next picture here is the marketing materials, so please take a picture here, and I'm going to go through all of my marketing samples that you can feel free to rip off and duplicate and make them your own. So this here is a video that gets posted on my website.
Hi guys, it's real estate broker Maureen Folan with the Maureen Folan Real Estate Group. I am so excited to invite you to my home seller seminar. We're hosting these seller seminars in my office on Saturday. And there's a lot of uncertainty in the market, right? There's a lot of people not sure which way to go. So my job is to put your fears at ease. We're going to discuss all things related to the home selling process from A to Z. We're going to talk about New York City closing costs, capital gains tax, preparing your home for sale to maximize its value. We're going to talk about really what's happening in the local Queens real estate market. So feel free to pass this along to any friends or neighbors or relatives that are looking to make a move in 2023. You absolutely don't want to sell your house until you attend my seminar. I look forward to seeing you then. Bye.
So, wrap it up. It's all good, I'll take it. So when you go to my website, you see the upcoming dates of my seller seminar, the location and the time, and easy registration. This is a sample of my postcard that gets sent out to my Geo Farm about 2 weeks before my seller seminar. Again, it has the different dates, the different times that we're hosting, all the different topics we're going to be talking about the seller seminar, as well as a QR code for easy registration. This is an email blast that gets sent out to my whole database. Past clients, engineers, lawyers, friends, everybody who's in my database gets this email letting them know of my seller seminar. And it's important for this because your friends, though they may not be ready to sell, they will forward this on to friends that they've had conversations with. I've had new clients come to my office because they've gotten this forwarded from a friend. Here is a sample of a reel of how we market on social media. And I'm going to play the video for you, but I just wanted to point out that by posting reels like this, it really does distinguish you from the next agent. It makes you look like a professional, that you're working strong in your business, and it really does help you with your branding. Find that on my social media. So this here is a flyer that we print out. My office location is on a very busy location, and there's a lot of foot traffic, so we post these in our window, and we also post these in all the local stores around my office, like the delicatessen, the dry cleaner, and we get a great response from this too. So you're wondering how to capture the leads. We have QR codes on everything. So what happens is people scan. It brings them to an Eventbrite page where they're going to put in their name, their telephone number, their email address, and their property address. My assistant then takes all those leads and puts them into my CRM. It doesn't matter what CRM you use as long as you have one place to put all of your leads. So now that you've done the whole back end of getting your seller seminar ready, you're probably wondering what to talk about. Don't worry, I got you covered. These are just some topics. Feel free to take a picture. What I started doing in my seller seminars, I host Q&A at the end of every seminar, and people pretty much tell me what they want to talk about, what they want to learn about, so I then incorporate those topics into my next seller seminar. So just imagine, you've done your first seller seminar, you've had a great response, people came, they engaged, they had lunch. Now what? What do you do from here? Firstly, congratulations. What I'm about to share with you next is the most important part of my presentation, so I want you all to listen up. Are you ready?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes. Super ready.
Okay. The appointment is in the follow-up. We have heard Tom Ferry say this time and time again. All of the money is in the follow-up. The whole point of doing these seller seminars is to get that listing appointment face-to-face. Okay, so I have a 3-step plan for everybody here, what I want you to do. On day 1, the day you host the seller seminar, you're going to send a video email that day. Not a week later, not 2 weeks later, literally that afternoon. And it's going to go something like this. Hi, Mr. Smith. Hi, Mr. Smith. It's Maureen Folan. Just wanted to thank you so much for attending my seller seminar. If you have any questions on the real estate market, please give me a call at blah, 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 blah. And you're going to hit send. I've had people respond immediately and say, Maureen, it was great to meet with you. When are you available to come over to my house? That's what I'm looking for. Next day, step number 2, you're going to call them. Conversation's going to go something like this. Hi, Mr. Smith, Maureen Folan here. Thank you so much for attending my seller seminar. It was really nice to meet you and Mrs. Smith. I just wanted to see if you had any additional questions on real estate. And the whole point of this call is really just to kind of have a nice conversation, get some feedback, what they thought about the seminar, which is good for you so you know what's working and what people liked. And also, it's a good opportunity to ask for the appointment, right? You want to say, hey, when is a good time I can come over and take a look at the house and give you some pointers in getting it ready? So those steps are really important. Now, because you've all been a phenomenal audience, I have a special gift for you. I want you to scan this QR code, and I'm going to share some extra marketing materials with you and some extra reels so you can see yourself. And again, please feel free to rip off and duplicate everything. So I'll give you a second to do that. Okay, well, we'll get you the slides. Tom will get you the slides anyhow. So, okay, so in closing, I've talked a lot about stepping outside your comfort zone. Now I know it's really hard. I mean, just this past weekend myself, I hosted my first shredding event in my community. I had 100 people register, but about 20 people showed up. I had 5 donuts for every person, and more coffee left over to keep me caffeinated for 2 weeks. However, I don't see that as a bust. I see that as starting the process. I now have strategies to implement in my next shredding event that it's going to make it better. So you just have to understand, it may not go exactly the way you want it to, but you can't give up. We're in a real estate market that's very challenging, one of the most challenging years I've seen in real estate in my 25-year career, and it's important that you try these things in your business to see what's working. I wish for you all to roll up your sleeves, step out of your comfort zone, and do the work to become the boss men and women in your marketplace. Thank you very much.